welcome back to my channel. And oh my goodness, have you seen the bonus pages yet? They're very, very generous, and I have only printed off, I think I did 3 sheets, I think is what I printed off. And each one of them almost seems to be like a different little project you can do. So I'm thinking outside the box. And so let's start with this little guy here. So we're just going to get this stuff out of the way, because I know this is for a little booklet, and I have some papers that my husband brought from work, and he said, do you want these? And this is the only piece that was printed on, the only piece. So I copy dyed everything, and I use it like this. But we'll go in here, and I'm just going to trim this down. And if you've watched me before, I always state I choose to glue on because I like the way the glue gives stability to my paper. And a lot of things that I'm going to do today are going to be all things that are outside the box. There's a way that each of these are intended. And I think the only one I'm really using as the way it's intended is this piece here. Sorta. We'll see. You be the judge. So it's really nice. I love the yellow because it reminds me of sunshine and spring. Well, of course, that's the name of the kit, but it reminds me that the sunshine is going to shine. Even on the cloudy days, it's going to shine. Maybe just right, not at that moment, but it will shine. And we are just coming into spring where I live. So the whole going to be sunny thing is going to happen real soon. And I am looking forward to that. I really am. Okay, so I'm going to trim this up, and then I'm going to let this dry, and we'll go on to the next little thing, because I just want this to dry off a little bit. When you don't let it dry, you get creases in your folds, and I don't want a crease in my fold. I see I missed a little bit there, but I'm okay with that. It's like whatever, it'll be fine. And I'm going to take and use this one, I think, for rounding my corners. Is that what I want to use? Oops. Butterflies and flowers, trying to get in on the game already. Oh, well, you know what? I think I already, let's do that. There we go. Okay. Push that glue around. So, the next thing that I kind of think outside of the box on a little bit are these people here. We're going to call them people. So, intentionally, the way I look at these, they should fold them up and then they become a pocket. But where my problem is with that is that this is then on the back side, and I don't want that on the back side. I want it on the front side. So just to be different, I'm going to cut this off and ink it a bit, I think, because I can see where I don't have to ink those sides because you're not going to see them. Have to ink this and the bottom, and then because we're here, let's ink around here. That's probably going to get cut off, I'm not sure. We're going to put this one aside because I'm going to use this one here. Might be my wrong choice, I don't know, we'll see. And so then I'm just going to take and fold these. You could get your bone folder out, but I'm not going to. These lines, it's a small piece, so it's kind of does, you know. And then I am going to make sure this fits on here, and it does not because I folded wrong, but that's okay. I'm just going to, let's see. If we look at folding this in half, let's just do a quick fold. That's a quick fold. So how thick do we want this? Yeah, this has to be a little thinner anyways. This has to be a little thinner. So I am going to, you know what? Let's suffer through with any creasing so that we can get our stuff really. I just want to take and put this in here just to give that little bit of help in pulling that down. There we go. There we go down. There we go. And then we'll use the scissors again. There. Okay. And this can be something that gets tucked into our journals. You're very good on that. Let's open that up. Let's just take and trim that little bit off here. There. That will help me. There we go. That's better. Okay. So I want to see, I'm going to take a hair off, well, a little better than a hair off each side. Which is probably why I should have used the other one, but I didn't. I used this one, so we'll just work with it. We're good with that. I have Puppy sleeping behind me. Okay, now you're going to fit in here fine, but let's see how you fit in here. You fit in here fine too. Okay, so I'm going to take and just trim off some of this pointy stuff. Like so. Okay. Now I'm just going to take and wrap this in here. I am going to take and trim this corner. Oops, my tea bag I was using. Let's see. So, and we're using that one, I believe. There we go. Okay, I like that. And I am going to leave that as, I'm going to glue that in as a, because there's only these on this side and then nothing on this, so it's going to create a little bit of an opening. And I've got to trim this one down now, just in case. There we go, okay. So yeah, I'm going to glue this down, trim this off. If I'm leaving this a little bit, I'll trim this off here. Oh, well, let's do it straight, shall we? Now, there are a few things you can do with this. Wow, I cannot cut straight today. Okay, so we can either make it as it is. Of course, pocket here, we can make it as a pocket here, or we can make it as a pocket here. I'm going to do the one up top. So I'm just going to trim a little more, hopefully somewhat more straighter. Nope. I'm going to check and see if my glasses are on right. And I'm going to use this. And then, oh, I got Charlie right behind me. Let's see. I was going to divot this out. Well, let's just divot out manually. Let's just do this. We're just going to do it very gently. See how that works. Now that works. Sure. I'll take that. Okay, so I'm going to glue this piece in first. And I'm just going to glue it in like I'm doing a pocket. Glue that down somehow like that. And then I'm just going to take and glue this here, a little bit at the bottom. I'm staying out of the way of the, I just about called it a girth. That's not what it is. Yeah, let's do it on that. I'm going to go closer to the inside edge here with my glue. Give it a little more space for stuff. There we go. You can see how it's glued down, but it's coming. Oh, can't really show you until my glue is dry. Good thing it gives me a little wiggle room. Get rid of that white. There we go. Okay, so then we have this on this side, and we have pockets. Pockets that came. I'm finding my pockets. I don't have this very well organized. There we go. So I like this one, and I like that, but I don't want to go up too high, because if you go too high, then they can't get anything in there anyways. So let's ink this up again. Oh, I'm inking the bottom for, not going to see it. Don't ink the bottom. Don't do it, don't do it. Okay, so I'm going to go, okay, this way, like this way, and then this way. That's what I'm going to do. So, well, these little checker lines, boy, those are really quite handy on there. So I am going to glue those off. So I'm going to leave the first three exposed here. And this one here, I'm not going to do the bottom. And I'm going to place this in here, like so. And the reason why I didn't do the bottom is because if I did the bottom here, then this would only have not much of a pocket. So I want it to go all the way down. That's why I did not glue the bottom. And then this one here, we're going to leave the first three open as well. And we're not going to glue the bottom on this one either. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And so these should, in all roads, be nice and straight. And look at that. Okay. So this is not going to be your ordinary little piece here. So we're going to, my goal is to have it like something that can go in your purse and keep some receipts organized, keep your shopping list organized or handy. And there we go. Get it back down there. There we go. Okay. So then with my sheets here that I have taken, and you can see this one's crooked, but I'm not too concerned about that because whatever. I could put it, like this and you wouldn't even see it together, no one. And I'm just going to put that like that, and I'm going to take and burnish that down. And then we're just going to take a ruler and go in here because I want it just back a little bit, I think. And I think that's pretty straight. Oh, that slipped a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Okay, and then let's round our corners. So. Little tiny little notebook. Okay. My Charlie man is still sleeping behind me. So I'm going to put this over here for now. And let's do, I want something to go in this pocket. And so I'm thinking, I know that this is a way that you're supposed to do this, but I'm going to think outside of the box. And I am going to turn it over like this. And I'm going to leave that little divot in there because I'm okay with that. I think it's okay. And I can see where I'm not quite lined up perfectly. And I'm okay with that because I'm going to fix that. Trim it to our liking here. There we go. And we'll get that out of there like so. Now, we're going to take some more of my little papers here. And I think I'm just going to work this way. Work this way. Work this way. And I don't want all that stuff in there. So we'll just take a different one. Let's take a different one. And we'll just take and put this right here. We can get some of this stuff out of our way. Don't need all that there, and I just covered up something else I'm going to need. There we go. Keep my paper clips. There we go, because we're going to do paper clips yet. And let's get this like this. And then we're going to take, this is too wide, so if I do this, I think that's a nice width there. And I'm just going to do that. see, how long do we need this to be? I'm going to bring it down like so. If we do that, should be able to get some additional pages. There we go. Oh, I can see I went too. Oh, okay, this one here is too thick. This one's too thick. This one's okay. That one's okay. Yep. So let's just do these two and make them the same as this one. Okay. Now, if you really wanted to get fancy, you could ink your pages. I'm not going to. This to be the height. I might have the wrong heights in here too. Okay, well, that should be okay. And now that I did that, I'm changing my mind on this divot. But if I do something on this side, some of the stuff that I cut off. I didn't cut much off, did I? No. But we could use that in there. That looks better. Okay. Let's do that. And then I don't have anything for the other side. But I'm pretty sure I can fix that. Okay. That almost fits in there perfectly, almost. I don't think I saved anything else on the pages that I printed. This is just me using up what I printed, right? It's not that you have to use this as a backing, because it certainly would work as another pocket, but it's because this is what I got right now. And the great thing about a digital kit is you can just print off more of what you need. There. Okay, well now, because I did this, I need something on this side too. And maybe we'll just make it, we'll just do that. This is going to be sewn in. Let's just do that. And we'll cut it. Oh, but if I do, yeah, we can do that. Okay. Get that off of there. Onto the floor you go. Onto the floor. It doesn't want to go onto the floor. Okay, and we're just going to take and notch this out. My Charlie man never sits in here while I do a video. Never. He's been kind of kind of mummy boy today, and I like that. I like mummy boy. Okay, so now we have this. Yep, I think that looks okay for what I'm planning on. And normally I would sew these two. Well, no, let's just do it anyways. I need to find my. Oh, I've been sitting for a while. I hope I got everything in here. Charlie's leg is right behind the wheel of my chair. I don't want to roll over his foot. I think we'll use this one today. And we're not doing very thick, but we'll do that. Actually, oops, I might even actually have. I keep my ends that I've cut off that I've made too long, and I use them as well, but I think I've used all my long ones. Yeah, I have. So let's go here. And we're just doing 2 holes, so 1, 2, we'll do 3 holes. 1, 2, 3. I get that. I was going to use my gold thread to do this, but I forgot to bring it out. And then Charlie's in my way, so we just will not worry about it. Don't poke your fingers. And I'm going to do it this way. I started watching. I was bored and I didn't know what I wanted to watch on TV, and there was nothing on that I wanted to watch. So I went and I found, stumbled upon, I didn't go looking for it, I stumbled upon Dallas. And my goodness, back in the day, I watched Dallas faithfully. When I found it, I went, oh, I gotta watch it again to see if it was as good as I thought it was back then. So I'm only on season 1, episode 2. See if I get back into it, because you kind of know what happens, but there's things in there that I had forgotten. So how far will Sophie get go through the Dallas before she gets tired of it or realizes that maybe it wasn't as good as what it once was? I don't know. Maybe strings are tight. One right way, one wrong way. And one the right way. And by that, I just mean we all have our own way of tying a knot, the one that comes naturally that we do every time. And we have the other way that we stumble through it is the way that I call the wrong way. Okay, so I'm just going to burnish this down some. There we go. I'm going to put that to the side because while I got this out, I might as well get this one done too. 1, 2, 3. And this one, I'm going to put a little extra on there because I may, not today, but I may want to add some beads to it. So I will leave it that I have the option to do so. Now let's make sure I got this in the right way, which I do. Okay. One, two. I thought about stapling these in, but I decided to, my stapler and getting my stapler and this thing were about the same distance away, so there we go. And as you can see, I have way more than what I need, and that's why I do keep my long strings. For the next one, that's just a short one. Okay. Right way. Way too long string. Wrong way. That might have been the right way. Oh, no, whatever. There we go. Okay, so I am just going to trim these about the same for now. And I'll put that string in there, put this in here, and put that over here. Don't know what I did with my needle, but that's okay. I'll find it, I'm sure. Okay, so let's get, oh, there it is. I'll find it, I'm sure. I'm going to stick that in there so I don't lose that again. There we go. Okay, so we have a little booklet now, and we have our pockets here. You could stamp and do whatnot. And then I thought this could go in here as just its own little yummy goodness. And then here, oh, I have to glue this up. Glue everywhere. Okay. Glue that. And that means there's one here that needs to be glued. There we go. All right. Now we could take and put something little on here. We have all these little cutie little things here, so let's put some of these in. Let's put one of those in there, and let's put one in this one. Of course, I'm not decorating it the way I would. I am just showing you different things to do. Let's put that in there. Let's put some of these in here. These were to be in the next item that we're going to use here. And let's put, I'm just going to put this little sunflower right in here. Am I, or should I just put it on there? I'll put it in there. I'll put it there. Just like a little sunshine. And I'm going to take the little duck because it's so adorable. And maybe put it there, or I could put the cupcake there. Well, let's see. What could I, oh, I have another lemon here. I could do, let's do a lemon. Let's do a lemon slice and a lemon. We could do that. We got something to put on this one too. Let's put the duck over there. Easy peasy. Duck over here. So I'm going to leave in the description the details of the spot, the link to where you can grab the information about becoming a member of Elizabeth's group, her membership group on Ko-fi. Let me get that out. let me get out. All that information will be in the description of this video. And it's $5 a month, which is a great deal. You get a new kit, excuse me, you get a new kit every month, beautiful new kit, mega kit, and you get bonus pages every week, and plus there's other things that you get too. So you should go have a peekaboo. I'm going to put this off to the side. Take it off. And that's the lemon. I didn't want to cover the sunshine. Oh well. I did. And let's just do like that. There we go. So that's that. A little something in each of those. And we got our little ducky in place. You could put something on this one too if you wanted to. I'm not going to. But for our last thing that I want to do is we're going to do a paper clip. I'm going to take this first, and I'm just going to put this in here because I just thought it belonged there. Okay, so we have this done, little booklet, and then there's these guys. So I've already been playing with them, and I thought I would show you what I did. So this is a hidden paper clip, and I didn't put anything on the back side of this one. And what they look like is this. So you can do this and keep it undecorated and decide what you want to do later. You can do this with any paper. And all I did was, first of all, I cut these separately, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to attempt doing it all in one. So I cut this off. And I'm going to cut this off. I think there was even a little diagram as to what this was supposed to be, but I'm not using it for that today. So you want to make sure that you go with your colored paper on the outside. So you're going to come like this. And what I did was I took, have I got different size paper clips here? Yes, I do. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. We don't want that. I want all the same size paper clips if I'm going to do that. This way. Is this the same? Oh, tell me I'm not going to have the same ones. Well, if I would have known that, I would have done that first. I'm going to put you guys through that. I was working with the smaller ones, so I'm going to go with the smaller ones. And if I can't find 4 of them, I'm okay with that too. Oh, but I did. Okay. Let's stick that over there. So what I did was I folded this down till I came to my shortest side here. Till I came to about what it would be. Let me come back up here. I don't have any measurements for you. As you can see, there's different sizes of paper clips. But I just want to fold this where I know that this piece, when I put this paper clip on, it's going to be still on this piece of paper, on this side. So I'm just going to fold that down because I think that fits perfectly, to be honest. And we put our short piece on the short side. So I could move that up a little bit if I wanted to. Do I? I've done this wrong. I did it wrong. I want this. But I'm going to take that opportunity. Yeah, this is how you want to do it, people. Don't do as I say, do as I show you. Okay. I'm going to just make sure. Yeah, you could measure and see what exactly it would be, and there would be less. There we go. So I am still in my line here. Just so I'm just going to smidge it. So I guess if you're using this, just about take it to where that, just past that line that's already there. Past that line that's already there. And make sure you stay straight. I can see I got something wonky happening here. Let's see what we got happening. Paper clip. There we go. That's where I like the paper clip to be. So short end. And I'm just putting them in the middle here. Ish. There we go. I haven't done it like this. I've done it with the single ones. So this, I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for you. Okay. So if you've got a little bit of a fold here, there we go. Then you know that your papers aren't quite straight. So then I took, and you want to make sure that this side is covered, but you want to fold this in such a way that your paper clip is covered when you do this. So I think that's pretty darn good. I think so. So I'm just going to squish this down, and squish this down. Okay, so then you can just take, because your lines are perfectly here, so you can just take and cut them, like so. Okay, so now we have 4 paper clips. This would be the time that you could take this off, and you could round your corners. I'm just going to take and do this way. And you can make sure your lines are, everything is lined up. Give it a good crease. You could do this with anything. In fact, I think one time I did it with book pages. And those were my bases. Got our lines. Maybe we want to do this one too. Oh, that didn't come very nicely. There we go. Okay. So we now have this. Okay, so what did you do? You got too many lines going here. Okay, now I've forgotten what I did. This one, like this. There we go, okay. Yoy. All right, this is also a good time if you're going to ink on the insides here, just in case you have any whites that are showing, then it doesn't look so in your face. You know what I'm saying? Now let's do this again, shall we? There we go. Okay. So, because I refolded it, get me confused. So I'm taking and I'm again putting my short end on the short end, the short paper. There we go. And I'm just going to take and put some glue in here. And then hold it. And glue here. And like so. Now you have yourself a paper clip. You could just stick this way. You can choose to stick them this way. And as you can see, you get a little bit of a tab, just a slight hanging over, just ever so slightly. I mean, ever so slightly. But it does give you a little page marker. And then, of course, decorate it up. Now, this one here, I chose on the long side to do lots of stuff to it, have hanging over, because when you do it this way, it doesn't interfere. You would want to be very careful if you're doing it on the short side to let things hang over. It might interfere with you trying to get it in place. But there we have it. So those are my makes for today. I'm going to carry on and keep on making these paper clips. And I might even take some, and they're a great mass make item to leave blank, and just, especially if you use them, use a book page to do this, a more solid one, or take two thin ones and glue them together. But it's kind of, it's nice to have them on hand. I use a lot of paper clips in my stuff. So it's good to, for me, it's good to have more than less that I can just work with or play with. So I'm going to continue on playing with this. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I thank you for joining me. And if you could do me a favor and give it a thumbs up, I would love that. Leave me a comment, I'll answer you. And other than that, go download your bonus pages and have some fun. And if you aren't a member yet, look in the description and I will have that information for you there. All right, take care now. Bye-bye.